Good afternoon. This is my juicing workshop on how to juice. In the past, I have done a workshop on why to juice, and we use the goldfish bowl analogy, whereby we show how if we start juicing, we can remove a lot of the toxicity and we can increase the efficiency with juicing. And that is fantastic because it helps you feel better and more energized, and you can help lose weight and all those wonderful things. So that was what we did in the past with why to juice. Today we're looking at how to juice, and I'm going to show you how to juice with the slow juicer, a fast juicer, with how to blend, and also going to look at organic and non-organic, and hopefully, if we've got time, the peel or no peel game. Okay, so going back to why I love juicing, just quickly, I'm just going to bang on for a minute about why I love juicing. And this is because it really does help you feel fantastic. It improves your skin, makes you feel healthier, helps you to lose weight, and all those wonderful things. I have been in the health and fitness industry now for about 20 years, and I love helping people change their nutrition and becoming healthier and fitter. For the last 10 years, I have on and off been doing juicing. So what I mean by that is I've always gone off to a retreat for maybe 3 or 5 days to recharge my batteries and juice and just feel fantastic. And it's always been amazing. I've loved it. And then when I go home, I might do the occasional juice, but I wouldn't juice every day because, quite frankly, I was full of health and energy and vitality, and I had a great diet and life was fantastic, so that was fine. However, I do find, or have found now in the future, present day I mean, that when you have a lot of stress levels, it can start to bring the immune system down. And certainly in the last few years, I've sadly been going through a divorce, been a really tough time, and my immune system went down, and I was getting a lot of headaches, but more importantly, or what happened was I was having a lot of gynecological problems, and I was in a lot of pain. And for the last 2 or 3 years, I had been in a lot of pain. I was going to see a lot of gynecologists in London, and no one could seem to help me get over my problems. I was in a lot of pain. So, having tried steroid creams and all sorts of stuff, I decided that I would go back to juicing. And a couple of years ago, I went back to juicing. I did a 3-day juice plan, then I increased to 5-day, and then I started to feel a bit better. And then I thought to myself, well, if I start to feel a bit better now, I've got to keep going. So I decided to increase my fruits and vegetables daily by increasing my juicing. So every day I would juice in the morning 3/4 litre of fruits and vegetables, predominantly green vegetables, because that really helps with anti-inflammatory. And then I would do another juice in the afternoon most days as well. Okay, so the juicing really transformed me. I became better, I'm healthier, I'm happier, and that is why I'm sharing my passion and helping people, or helping juice the world. So in front of me I have a plethora of fruits and vegetables, loads of great colours, and they look fantastic. Lots of my clients and friends and family will often say to me, but why don't you just eat them? But the truth is, am I really going to eat 10 fruits and vegetables a day? It's just not going to happen. I can't get them down me. So by juicing them, I get my fruits and vegetables, which means that I'm going to now feel much better and happier and healthier. And more importantly, when you juice, it becomes more bioavailable to the cells. And the juice from within the fibre walls that feed the cells can get to your cells more easily when you're juicing. So normal eating, when you're eating a carrot or something, you don't normally access the juice in a carrot from eating as well as you would from juicing. When you're eating a carrot or whatever, your mouth is like the blender, and then your stomach is like the juicer. But most of us have a beaten up digestive system if we're stressed out. So when you're juicing it, you can bypass the middleman, which is you and I, and we can juice, and this will then become bioavailable to our cells and can help us feel that much better. A lot of people think that juicing is a hassle, but the truth is this is the best way to get the fibre, extracting juice within the fibre walls, and it's the juice within the fibre walls that feeds the cells, okay? Right, so I'm now going to look at the slow juicing. The slow juicer is fantastic. It's quite a big investment, but what I would say with the slow juice is you get your best quality of juice. With a slow juicer, it's about 65 revs per minute. That means you don't get much heat friction. So the quality of the juice is by far the best. And you'll be using, I mean, you can use the slow juice for anything, but it's really great for the leafy vegetables, so the kale and the spinach and the wheatgrass and all those sorts of things. And then you put apple and stuff in. And they're fantastic. And then the other great thing about the slow juice is you can make nut milk, so almond milk, cashew milk and what have you. And as a single mum who's super busy, and like everyone who's super busy, you know, I have to say, as much as I love that juicer, it's difficult for me to fit that into my life daily because I'm rushing around, you know, working, being a mum, blah, blah. So, realistically, I use that maybe 4 or 5 times a week, max. I do use it every other day to make my almond milks, and I'll certainly use it a few times a week to make a green juice for a really good quality juice. But the truth is, my favourite juicer is the fast juicer. The fast juicer is fantastic because it's quick, it's fast. Okay, it's 10 to 15,000 revs per minute. That means that, of course, we have more heat friction in it. And that means that the juice is going to oxidise faster. Okay, not so good as that one for us because obviously some of the vitamins and minerals might be lost. But the truth is you're getting raw fruits and vegetables down you and it's going to become more bioavailable to the cells, which helps you on a cellular level to be healthier. So, the fast juice is amazing for someone who's, you know, wants to juice and hasn't got the time or the money to invest in a slow juicer. And with a fast juicer, if you're making up a juice, all you would do is put it into a dark flask so that it doesn't oxidise as quickly, and which is what I do. And in the daytime, when I've made up my juice, you know, I might swig one quickly in the morning or half of one, and then I'll have this throughout the day between clients. Fantastic. Okay, so the blender is slightly different to the juices because this is what you put your soft fruits in. So you might have juiced something up and then you might put your juice into the blender. You would then add maybe an avocado or a banana and you blend it in. You're blending the fibres into the juice. When you're juicing, you're extracting the juice from within the fibre walls and you're extracting lovely soluble fibre for yourself. When you're putting stuff into the blender, you've got the insoluble fibres in there as well still. So the hard and fast rule with the blender is that you can put, you know, fruits and vegetables in there that will take you about a minute and a half to eat. But anything that takes longer, like carrots, which, you know, a carrot's going to take you probably a good few minutes to eat if you eat it properly, you wouldn't put that in the blender. So you wouldn't put, you know, a few carrots and a bit of spinach and water in it. It's just going to really give you stomachache and it's not good. So you put that into the juicer, but you put your things in there like the berries, like your seeds, your nut butters, your almond yogurt, your avocado and what have you. But when you're doing an avocado, you might only put a quarter or a half in because you're not going to eat a whole one in one go generally. Or you would, if you were going to put one in, you'd have to drink it very slowly so you don't get stomachache. Right, okay, I think that's about it on the blender. So now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to pause there, I'm going to show you the difference between juices, between an apple juice, which is shop bought, so here we go. So look at the colour of this. Now, a shop bought apple juice is what gives our juicing a bad name, the juicing industry, the proper juicing industry. Because the truth is, this is denatured, it's taken all the soluble fibre out and the insoluble fibre, and it's just no good for you. It's just full of, it's just sugar that's it. Denatured. When we are using our own special apples, and we actually use live juice our apples, here we have you see the difference in the colour. Let's do what I did. In the apple juice. So there you go, the 2 different apple juices. That is our one here, which I've just juiced. Now you can see the pectin at the top, and that's the soluble fibre which helps push out all the goo in the intestinal walls and tract. And this here is the shop bought apple juice. Okay, so first thing in the morning, if you're on a juice plan, one of the things I love to do is set up my day with Dr. Ginger juice. And ginger is everyone's favourite auntie. It's antihistamine, anti-inflammatory, it's fantastic. Okay, so when I'm doing a ginger shot, I would use about 3 centimetres of ginger and 1 apple. But for the sake of today, I'm actually going to just do an apple and a bit more ginger, and we're going to make some lovely shots. And generally when I make these, what I will do is I will batch it up and put it in an ice cube tray, stick it in the freezer, and then in the morning I can take out an ice cube and have a ginger shot. Fantastic way of just, having it stored up, batching it. So, moving my little glass out of the way, we're going to just, that's a bit much, let's take a bit of that off. Delicious. Okay, we'll stick that in there, and there, push that down, happy day. Oh dear, and it's not working for me today, are you? Okay, fine, now we'll get 2 little shot glasses. And here we have 2 lovely ginger shots, which are totally delicious. Cha-ching. It's a really great way to start the morning. It's like a happy, healthy espresso without coffee. Fantastic. Right, I'm now going to show you how to make a lemonade. And lemonade is something that's really fantastic to do because everyone likes lemonade, especially children. My little daughter, Holly, she's 6 years old. She loves a lemonade. So to make lemonade, you would use 2 apples and about 1/3 of a lemon. So simple. I mean, this is like a meal in itself. There you go. That is a lemonade. So we're just going to put the apple in. Now, to just raise the game, you could then make a mint lemonade. So you're going to make a mint lemonade. You could then add some of our lovely mint here. Raise the game. Put some of that in. Ooh. And we can make a super duper yummy lemonade. Showing how easy it is to make a super duper juice, and something that most children or even adults will like, and also it's it's healthy for you. And we've raised the game by adding the mint as well, so really tasty. And then what you could really do to just raise the game even more is you could blend in. So you could then put this into your blender like this, like so. And then this is going to be the death of me, it drives me nuts. And then you could add in some berries. So I'm going to add in some raspberries, which is super duper yummy. Take some of these, lovely jubbly. So berries are like the antioxidants of the world. They're fantastic and help fight with free radicals, and just something that would be really good just to raise the game and improve our health. Lovely berry eggs, she says. Right, let's have a pour of that. I haven't got enough space on here. I'm going to run out of space. Oh, look, it looks delicious. Amazing. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Gosh. Right, I'm going to put it over here because I'm running out of space. Okay, so we've made a super duper yummy lemon berry. And now I'm going to show you my favourite juice of all, which is a green juice. And I think green juices are the best, ultimately, in my idea. Because green is oxygen, green is health, green is everything that we need. Anti-inflammatory is just fantastic. So, one of my favourite juices is I might put in some cucumber. And then some courgettes, all lovely green stuff. And then let's put in some, actually we'll just whiz that down. Okay. And then here I've got some broccoli stem, fantastic, because who's really going to have that much broccoli? And then we're going to add in some kale and some spinach. So when you're adding these, you really pack them in tightly, push them down, pack them and make sure it's always turned off, health and safety. So pack those in tightly. Right, and then we're just going to add a bit of celery, lovely jubbly. that lovely green colour? Fantastic. This is a really amazing, nice green juice, okay? Fantastic. And then if you wanted to really raise the game, but my blend's already got stuff in it, you can add the avocado, which I've just taken out of the freezer. And a really great thing to do is you can get a nice fresh avocado, ripe avocado, cut it in half, take out the seed, and then you can then take out the flesh and you can freeze it in the freezer. And then what you could do is you could add this amazing green juice with an avocado and make it into a thickie. This here is a thinny, but by adding the avocado, this will make a thickie. Can you see how these are now all oxidising quite quickly? That's because it's a fast juicer. So, amazing. And then what I would often do to just raise the game, to add something to make my daughter drink something, I would then think about putting in some sweetness. So I might say to Holly, right Holly, we're going to now have a juice. And there's no way she's going to drink a green juice. So what I would do is I'd put in some things I think she would like to make it nice and sweet. So a bit of pear, a bit of cucumber, a bit of carrot, nice sweet things, a bit of apple. And then I'd feed that through, she says. Where's my thing gone? Okay. And then I would put in some beetroot. Now look at that redness. Wow, look at the redness. And then, just to finally make it a lot sweeter, I've put in some pineapple. Makes it really sweet, and this is just a really great way of getting a juice down your children, okay? So you put some pineapple. Last bit. And this is one of my ways of getting juice into my daughter. And then she would think it's something really lovely like a berryade. You put berries near it and pretend it's a berryade. Very naughty, but it's a really good way of getting that down. I just stirred it so you could see the nice red. And you can get that down with children. So here's just a different array of juices that you could make with my fast juicer. So we've got one for your kids, something that's lovely and sweet, all nice and pink, looks like it's berries, beautiful green juice, lovely ginger juice, and then the apple juice to show the difference between the apple and the shop bought. And then of course over there we've got some lovely berryade. Right, so final thing that I think we're going to have a quick look at, organic and non-organic. If you can afford organic, great, okay? But the truth is you don't have to have organic if, because it is quite expensive. But when you're not using organic fruits and vegetables, just put it in the sink, add some white wine vinegar, and that will lift a lot of the pesticides off. But the reality is, if you're starting to juice, you're going to feel that much better anyway. So the reality is, you don't need to go organic, just start juicing. So the last thing as well is peel or no peel. So, oranges and grapefruits, you would definitely peel, okay? Very bitter otherwise. Lemons and limes, you can keep the rind on or off, it's up to you. I tend to keep the rind on, but with a lime, you have to bounce it so it doesn't blow the machine. Kiwi, you would generally take off the skin because it would be a bit furry and it's not very nice. And pineapple, I tend to take off the outside too. Apples, pears, cucumber, celery, broccoli, all those sorts of things you can just put in and you don't have to peel it. Peppers, you just take the seeds out and you don't need to peel those either. The only thing, blend, you put in your soft fruits, your banana you would blend, grapefruit to take on the go, avocados you would blend, another grapefruit to have on the go, and I think that's about it really. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed my wonderful juicing workshop, and I will see you soon. Bye.